All right, we're gonna be at the engine bay here. This is the 2018 Buick Encore. Has a little turbo engine in there. Oil is nice, full, looks great. Car only has about 30,000 miles on it, looking really good. It does look like we have some service information on the coolant there. I did note the battery had been replaced. We had some low voltage codes in the computer, so that's probably hand in hand there. Transmissions on these are sealed. Some of them will have like a little cap down in here, but this does not. That is your oil filter cap. Airbox sealed up. I'm gonna peek down below here. You can see your crash rails and everything down here by your AC lines. None of those bolts look like they've ever been touched. There's no wrinkles or anything like that. Pop over to this side, you can see the same. None of those bolts look like they've been touched. Looks really good there. Brake fluid also in very good shape. Washer fluid worked and everything. This car is equipped with an electronic power steering, so there's no reservoir there. Typically, plugs on GMs are usually 100,000. Coolant are usually 10-year, 150,000. Transmissions are 50,000. Not sure of the diffs on these all-wheel drives, but like I said, this car's only at 31,000 miles, so doing pretty good. It's been light maintenance, they said. Haven't had any real issues. We're gonna move on here. All right, we're gonna do a quick exterior run here. The car is really clean, very nice. It does have like LED running lights, LED headlights. Fog lights work as well. Does have a nice sunroof on there. Chrome wheels are in very good shape. Tires almost brand new. We did see a little bit of like pitting, a little bit of oxidation on the rim there. Not too far where you might be able to get it touched up still. On the outside, it looks really, really good on the car. There's a few things I did note. We got a couple dents here, a little obvious there. Let me get a better angle for the sun, kind of see those. Little mark on the bumper here. And then on this fender here, yeah, with the paint line on the ground, there it is. You can see that one. And then there's also one right on the door there. So, beyond that, everything looked great. Passive entry works getting in and out of the car. Remote start works as well. So this is gonna conclude the exterior. All right, this is gonna be the undercarriage portion. The car is currently running with the AC on, not very loud, which is good. This is gonna be from front to rear, looking along the bottom here. Looks really good. Engine bay and everything looks dry. Transmission, you can see the cat and exhaust and everything there too. Really straight, no wet spots or anything. That's always what we like to see. We're gonna hit each corner here. All right, this is the driver front corner. I always like to get the lift points, make sure they're not crushed or anything like damaged. Frame there, cats, exhaust, subframe. You kind of get in, see your suspension and everything there too. Get a good view on that tread for the tire. Like I said, they look newer. They measured out essentially brand new. We're gonna move over to the back here. All right, driver's side rear lift point. This one has a little bit of bend to it, but it doesn't look folded or any kind of rips or openings, so that's really good. This is your fuel tank there. It is a saddle tank, so the driveline and exhaust like run in between both sides like a saddle. Has a little guard there. It's a GM thing. They put a bracket there so you don't bottom out on the tank when you're on that side. Frame also looking really good. I'm gonna move to the rear. All right, this is gonna be on the rear, looking at our crash rails, frame. There's a tow hitch there, or a tow point, not a hitch, sorry. You can also see our muffler there. Suspension, axles, all looking good. I'm gonna pop over to the other side. All right, so passenger side, frame rail also in good shape. Suspension looks good. Exhaust also in good shape. Axle looks good. We're gonna pop over to the side here. Look at the lift points. All right, this is the passenger rear lift point. You got your fuel tank here again with the little guards. Everything looking good there. Big line there is gonna be your fuel filler. Also in good shape. All right, last corner here. Got a little dusty on the mirror there. Lift point looks really good. Frame rail as well. All the way back looks great. Exhaust again, looks really good still. And then our subframe also in really good shape. and nothing wet down there, like I was saying. It looks really good. Alright, this is going to be the interior portion on our 2018 Buick Encore. It does have steering wheel controls here on the front side. Everything was working as far as during the test. On this vehicle, your menu and selections are all on the turn signals here. Windshield wipers, fluids, and everything work as intended. Lights, nothing on the dash. The vehicle did have 21,021 miles after the drive. Does come equipped with navigation. Has a nice backup camera here as well. It does have park sense, so it'll kind of start giving you warnings when you start getting close to things. Climate control all works great. Heated seats as well. Center button on your temperatures is how you turn the heated steering wheel on. It was very apparent that works on a warm day. Everything looked great there. And then I'm gonna blow up all the doors and open this up. Alright, this is on the driver's side front seat. We're going out to in here. So this does have auto 4-way windows going down. Power mirrors adjust as well. This does have the Bose stereo in there. Does have memory power seats on both sides. They do have the all-weather floor mats, but the cloth or fabric ones are underneath that, and then the carpet. So you have 2 layers of protection before the carpet, and the carpet looks untouched. This does have a sunroof. Slides and tilts, works great. Go off to this back door here. Same thing. Door card in great shape. Seats look barely used in the rear of the vehicle, which is really good. Seat backs still tight, retract nicely. We're gonna hop over to the other side. Now we're on the passenger rear looking in over here. Door card in great shape as well. You can see these seats look like they have not been used. It's wild. This side has like a net, very stretchy still. It hasn't been worn or pushed out or anything. These are the all-weather factory carpet. So looks really good there. Driver window here. Seats, power, like I said, all adjustments. Heated seats are on both sides. Glove box works as intended. Looks like the owner's manual's in there and everything. They got some tire information from Les Schwab. Same deal with the all-weather mats. Door seals and everything also look really good all the way around. And I did notice these seals here look really great. Nice and firm still. Very pungent, very good. Gonna be the trunk portion here. This does not have power lift gate. Just push the button, electric pop. Cargo net still intact. It's always nice. It does have like a privacy lid here, so you can't see down into the cargo area. Kind of like a shelf. I used to stack stuff on one of my cars. They're pretty sturdy, not heavy duty though. It does have some shelves in the panel here. Storage just pops together. And then this has a rug on top of the lift or your access door. This comes open. There's a little hook there to hold it open. I'm gonna get that attached and then I'll come back. All right, so with it all together, here's gonna be your jack, tools, and everything you need. Spare tire. On these cars, when you have like the Bose, I believe this is part of your like stereo. So it's like a speaker that lays in the spare. It's kind of cool, you know, using space that exists. So I like that actually. This has a little funnel for the fueler. Little storage trays down here for, you know, factory accessories. Down in the bottom, no debris. Clean sealer. Nothing showing moisture. Not even any like dirt buildup in there. This is going to conclude our trunk. Alright, this is going to be the code scan portion here. Going to start off with our monitors. These all came back with green check marks. That's what we want to see during our drive cycle. The little circles with the slash through it are usually monitors that are just not supported by the modules. One thing I always look at over here on this side is to make sure the VIN matches the vehicle we're inspecting on the computer, just to make sure nothing like that has been changed or anything like that's funny. Now we're going to go over and do some code scans. Alright, this is going to be the code scan here, going through all the different modules. You can see we got 3 modules here with some codes in there. I'm going to get into those scans individually and kind of show you what's all in there. Everything else though, it was able to scan through and had passed with no faults, so that's good. We're gonna take turns on each module, kind of show you what's going on here. All right, our first one, the body control module. These are gonna be history codes. It looks like the keys had low batteries at one point, a high beam, and looks like the tire pressures were low. They were all good at this time on the inspection, and there was no light present at the time. Like I said, these are all history codes, so the cars just kind of document anything that goes on, and it might take a few cycles for those to go away. All right, and our radio module, another history code. Looks like it's just a low voltage for the power control module. Most likely a jump start situation is what might have happened at some point on the car. It does have a newer battery in there, so these could be old codes too. Now, last code here, another history one. CAN bus communication, usually meaning there was lack of power or ground, and somewhere along the system it was unable to communicate with everything else in the car. Usually when you have low voltage, it prioritizes your main modules like, you know, engine management and transmission and stuff like that versus creature features. None of these codes seem to be anything I would be concerned with. All right, we're gonna wrap up our 2018 Encore. The vehicle is in a very good trim level. It is all-wheel drive. This car is a turbo model as well. Has plenty of power, got up to speed really well. No vibrations on the highway. The vehicle was delivered to me warm, so you're like northern Idaho, so a little bit of like 20-minute plus drive. Nice creature features on this. Not a lot found for like body damage or any kind of issues there. Tires have been replaced recently. Maintenance is pretty much on. The car's only got 30,000, like I said, so not a whole lot going on there. Only things we found were a couple codes that were in the computer that I wouldn't personally be concerned with. They just seem to be low voltage codes, which is usually either had to jump start the car, or it's been sitting for a little while, or it could have even been when the battery was replaced. So on our conclusion notes here, this is a very clean vehicle, well taken care of. The couple seem to just drive it nice and easy around town. Like I was saying, it's not a heavy used vehicle for the age. Still really good condition. This is going to conclude our 2018 Buick Encore.